You want to buy the cards of these players during the off season when things are mellow and when they're slow. Another thing you should avoid buying cards of players when they're in the midst of their season or when they're doing really good. For example, if you like Ohtani and he's in the middle of the playoffs, that's probably the worst time to buy his card because the market for him is going to be exceedingly high. He's at the peak of his height, so to speak. You want to buy the cards of these players during the off season when things are mellow and when they're slow. You want to sell when they're in the midst of the playoffs or they're going to, their version of a championship, whatever sport you may get into. That's when you want to actually sell, is during that time. I was talking to a guy recently, and he'd bought a card of a player about 5 years ago when this player had just won a championship, and that card he'd spent, I think he said, $250 for. And when I was looking up the card's value, the card was like 80 to 100. And he was trying to sell it for $350, and I explained, hey, this card's on eBay from 80 to 100, somewhere around that range. And he explained to me, yeah, I had bought the card 5 years ago when this player had just won a championship. So again, he bought the card at the height of the player's potential for the card. Now, 5 years later, the player hasn't gone back to that championship level, and the card has dropped significantly. So that was a very bad buy. You don't buy a card right after somebody just wins the championship because, again, you are paying a premium rate. You want to buy in the off season, and you want to sell during that period when they're in the peak of whatever it is they're accomplishing. So those are my card tips. Obviously, there's so many more. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I look to see you all soon.